You know that feeling when you're just trying to be a good dad, minding your own business, and suddenly you're thrust into the middle of a reality TV show from hell? Well, buckle up, because that's exactly what happened to me, Damon Richardson, on what should have been a simple prom dress shopping trip with my daughter Zara. It was a crisp Saturday morning in Oakfield Heights. The sun was shining, and everything felt perfect. My construction business was thriving. My wife Kesha was at her book club, and I had the whole day planned out with my 17-year-old daughter. Zara had been talking about prom for months, showing me pictures on her phone of dresses that all looked expensive and sparkly to my untrained eye. But hey, she's my baby girl, my princess. And if she wanted to feel like Cinderella for one night, Daddy was going to make it happen. Dad, you sure you're ready for this? Zara laughed as we pulled into the parking lot of Celestial Boutique, the fanciest dress shop in our area. Mom said you turned 3 shades of green when she told you how much prom dresses cost these days. I chuckled, adjusting my tie. Even for shopping, I believe in looking presentable. Sweetheart, your old man has been SAVYing up for this day since you were in diapers. Besides, how much could a dress really cost? Oh, sweet summer child that I was. If only I had known what was coming. We walked into the boutique, and I'll admit, I was impressed. The place looked like something out of a movie, with crystal chandeliers, plush carpeting, and dresses that sparkled like they were made of actual diamonds. Zara's eyes lit up like Christmas morning, and seeing her that happy made every penny I was about to spend worth it. Welcome to Celestial Boutique, a friendly sales associate named Jennifer greeted us. I'm guessing we're shopping for prom? Yes, ma'am, I replied, putting my arm around Zara's shoulders. My daughter here wants to look like a princess, and I'm here to make that happen. Jennifer smiled warmly. Well, you came to the right place. We just got in some absolutely stunning new pieces. Let me show you around. As we walked through the store, Zara was practically bratting with excitement. She'd stop at certain dresses, touch the fabric gently, and I could see her imagining herself wearing them. There were elegant long gowns, short sparkly numbers, and everything in between. The prices made my wallet cry a little, but seeing Zara's face made it all worthwhile. Oh my God, Dad, look at this one. Zara suddenly stopped in front of a particular dress, and I could immediately see why it caught her eye. It was a stunning pink number with intricate beadwork that caught the light beautifully. The color was perfect for her skin tone, and even I could tell it was something special. Jennifer nodded approvingly. Ah, you have excellent taste. That's one of our new arrivals, a custom piece from a renowned designer. It's absolutely gorgeous, and that pink would be perfect with your complexion. Can I try it on? Zara asked, her voice barely containing her excitement. Of course, let me get your size and set you up in a fitting room, Jennifer said. As Jennifer went to fetch the dress in Zara's size, I found myself thinking about how proud I was of my daughter. She was smart, kind, hardworking, and despite all the challenges we'd faced as a family, she'd grown into an incredible young woman. Her mother and I had worked our butts off to give her opportunities we never had, and seeing her preparing for prom, something that represented so many milestones, made my heart swell with pride. Mr. Richardson, Jennifer returned with the dress. I've got the fitting room ready for Zara. This particular dress runs a bit small, so I brought both a size 6 and an 8 to make sure we get the perfect fit. While Zara was in the fitting room, I wandered around the store, marveling at the craftsmanship of these dresses. Sure, they were expensive, but I could see the quality in every stitch, every bead, every carefully placed sequin. This wasn't just clothing. This was art that my daughter would wear to one of the most important nights of her teenage life. Dad, are you ready? Zara called from the fitting room. Ready when you are, princess. The curtain opened, and I swear my heart stopped. My little girl looked absolutely radiant. The pink dress fit her like it was made specifically for her, accentuating all the right places while remaining elegant and age-appropriate. The beadwork sparkled as she moved, and the smile on her face was brighter than any jewelry could ever be. What do you think? She asked, doing a little twirl that made the dress fan out perfectly. Sweetheart, you look absolutely beautiful. If this is the dress you want, then this is the dress you're getting. Jennifer beamed. I have to say, that dress looks like it was made for you, Zara. You wear it beautifully. As we stood there, admiring how perfect everything was, none of us had any idea that our peaceful shopping trip was about to turn into a nightmare that would make the evening news. But for those few precious moments, it was just a father and his daughter sharing a special moment that we'd both remember forever. Little did I know, someone else had their eye on that very same dress and they weren't about to let a little thing like first come, first served stand in their way. Just as Jennifer was discussing alterations and accessories with Zara, the front door of the boutique chimed, and in walked what I can only describe as a walking stereotype. Picture this, a blonde woman in her mid-40s, wearing a pink Chanel suit that probably cost more than most people make in a month, designer handbag clutched like a weapon, and that particular expression that screams, "I want to speak to your manager," from 3 blocks away. Behind her trailed a younger version of herself, clearly her daughter, about 18 years old, also blonde, wearing a pink polo shirt and matching skirt that coordinated with mommy's outfit like they were some sort of entitled fashion twins. The daughter had that same look of superiority, arms already crossed, scanning the boutique like she owned the place. Now, I'm not one to judge people based on appearances, but there was something about their energy that immediately put me on edge. You know that feeling when you sense trouble walking through the door? Yeah, that was it. "Excuse me," the older woman's voice cut through the peaceful atmosphere of the store like a chainsaw through silk. "I need to speak with someone in charge." Immediately, Jennifer, still standing near us, looked up with professional courtesy. "Good afternoon. I'm Jennifer, and I'd be happy to help you. How can I assist you today?" The woman, let's call her Brenda Whitmore, because that's exactly the kind of name she had, marched over with purpose, her heels clicking on the boutique's marble floor like a countdown to chaos. "My daughter Madison has prom next weekend," she said, "and we've been planning her outfit for months. I called ahead about a specific dress, and I was told it would be held for us." Madison, the daughter, nodded vigorously, pointing dramatically at the pink dress Zara was still wearing. "That's it. That's my dress. I saw it online and knew it was perfect for me. Mother called 3 times about it." I felt Zara tense up beside me, and instinctively, I put a protective hand on her shoulder. "I'm sorry," I said calmly, "but I think there might be some confusion. We've been here for over an hour, and this dress wasn't on hold. My daughter is trying it on, and we're planning to purchase it." Brenda's eyes narrowed as she looked at me for the first time, and I could practically see the gears turning in her head. Her expression shifted from annoyed to something much uglier, and I recognized that look immediately. It was the same look I'd gotten from people like her my entire life, the split second when they sized me up and decided I didn't belong in their world. "Excuse me," she said, her voice dripping with disdain. "I don't think you understand the situation here. My husband is Reginald Whitmore. Perhaps you've heard of Whitmore Industries. We've been customers of this boutique for years, and when we want something, it gets reserved for us." Jennifer, bless her heart, maintained her professional composure. "Mrs. Whitmore, I apologize for any confusion, but I don't have any record of that dress being placed on hold. It arrived just this morning, and these customers were the first to express interest in it." "That's impossible," Madison shrieked, stomping her foot like a toddler. "I posted about it on Instagram weeks ago. All my friends know I'm wearing this dress to prom." I looked at this girl, this grown woman, really throwing a tantrum in a high-end boutique, and I couldn't help but shake my head. "Ma'am," I addressed Brenda, keeping my voice level and respectful, "I understand your daughter is disappointed, but there seems to be a simple misunderstanding. Perhaps Jennifer can show you some other beautiful options." The look Brenda gave me could have frozen hell itself. "Don't you dare tell me what my daughter can and cannot have. Do you have any idea who we are, what we represent in this community?" "Mom," Zara whispered, tugging on my sleeve. I could see she was getting uncomfortable with the escalating tension, and my protective instincts kicked into high gear. "Look," I said, my voice still calm but with an edge of firmness. "I don't care who you are or what you represent. My daughter saw this dress, tried it on, and we're buying it. That's how shopping works." Brenda's face turned an interesting shade of red that clashed terribly with her pink suit. "How dare you speak to me that way?" she shrieked, loud enough that other customers in the boutique stopped their shopping to stare. "Jennifer, I demand you remove that dress from the person and give it to my daughter immediately." The racial undertones weren't even subtle anymore. The way she said "person," the way she looked at me and Zara like we were somehow less than human. It was all right there on the surface. But here's the thing about being a successful black man in America. You learn to navigate these situations with grace, dignity, and just enough steel in your spine to make your point. "I'm afraid I can't do that," Jennifer said, her voice betraying the discomfort she was feeling. "These customers were here first, and they've already begun the fitting process." Madison burst into tears. Actual crocodile tears streamed down her face. But it's not fair. I need that dress. Everyone's expecting me to look perfect. You can't let them have it. The them wasn't lost on me either. Zara squeezed my hand, and I could feel her trembling slightly. This was supposed to be one of the happiest days of her life, and these two were turning it into a nightmare. Sweetheart, I said to Zara, loud enough for everyone to hear, why don't you go back in the fitting room and take your time? We're not in any hurry. Then I turned to face Brenda directly. What happened next would set the tone for everything that followed, and I knew that this simple prom dress shopping trip had just become something much, much bigger. Brenda Whitmore's face went through more color changes than a chameleon in an identity crisis. First red, then purple, then settling into a shade of white that suggested she'd never been spoken to like that in her privy-legged life. How dare you? She shrieked loud enough that other customers in the boutique stopped their shopping to stare. Do you know who you're talking to? She cried, as if I cared. I could buy this entire store and everyone in it, including the people. I asked dryly, raising an eyebrow, because that went out of style about 160 years ago. Mom, Madison gasped dramatically, covering her mouth like I'd just said something scandalous. Mother, did he just? He certainly did, Brenda hissed, pulling out her phone. Jennifer, I'm calling corporate. This is absolutely unacceptable. These people have no right to be in here, taking what rightfully belongs to my daughter. Now, I had seen some entitled people in my life, but this was next level. I stood tall, my voice steady. I'm afraid I can't do that, I said firmly. These customers were here first, and I think we all know what happens when you think you can buy your way into everything. It doesn't work that way.